That's my target out there. From right here, it's about 30 yards. Right around there, between 29 and 31. Depending on where I'm standing out on my porch. And bear with me, all I got's my tablet to record with. I'm shooting my Martin Panther. It's takedown recurve, 50 pounds at 28 inches. A lot of guys tell you 45 pounds is good enough for anybody to shoot, but at 45 pounds it just don't feel right to me. I'm a little bit of a bigger guy. A lot of y'all don't know me personally, but for a little bit bigger people that's used to just beating the hell out of themselves, 45 pounds just, it ain't going to feel right to you. Shoot it for a while and then it's comfortable. It is comfortable, I'll give them that much. 45 pounds, once you get used to it, is beautiful. Me, I treat my body like an amusement park, so with this, 50 pounds is great. What I wanted to go over today was your basic shooting. Now I'm hoping you can see me because, like I said, all I got is my tablet, and it's not the best, but I'm going to be shooting 3 different arrows, carbon arrows. This here is the Devastator. It's 340 spine, 8.9 grain. That says per inch. Me personally, I ain't big on the carbon arrows. I buy them. I bought a couple different ones just to see which ones shoot good through my bow, because there's a lot of people that tell you which ones to shoot, but it all depends on the style that you shoot, which is another thing I'm going over. Because I know a lot of people's watching these videos on YouTube and all this, and they watch 2 or 3 videos and they think they're an archery god. It don't work that way. The reason these people is putting these videos on YouTube is because they've been shooting for years. They're just trying to give you some opinions to help you. I'm not saying that's the correct way for everybody, because it's not always. Now, a lot of these guys, I tell you, yeah, you start like this, and then you pull back. A lot of professional shooters, that's what they do. That don't work for everybody. Me personally, I couldn't hit a broadside of a barn like that. When I shoot, I start from the bottom. I stare at my target. I draw as I shoot. That's how I shoot. There's many other ways. There's a lot of different forms, but basically, this is the basic part. This is the part that I think every archer uses. When you're drawing this bow, whether you're doing 3 under, whether you're doing the split, no matter how you're shooting, when you're drawing this bow, you're not pulling back with your arm. You don't want to use the back of your arm and your arm. Your arm's a lever. The only thing you want to use that arm for is to attach this. Now your back, right by my shoulder blade, that's the muscle that uses to pull this back. Whether you're doing the swing, or whether you're doing straight, or from top up, no matter how you're doing it, you're using back tension. That's the part of the muscle you want to use. You don't want to use your arms, don't want to use your chest, don't want to use your rotator cuff. If it was after that was the point, I'd be in all kinds of trouble, because I've damaged mine a bit throughout my life. Alright. Another thing being, alright, this right here is a Raider. It's 400 spine, and these right here, I mean, for the price of them, these are $30 for half a dozen from Dick's Sporting Goods. And I can't say nothing bad about these arrows, carbon arrows through a recurve, because they shoot beautifully. Next point, when you're shooting, a lot of people do the quick release, which I'm known to do it. It's the way I like to shoot. But I also like to tell people, when you're shooting a recurve, you stare at that target. when you're bringing that back, if you can't hold it at your anchor before you let go, then it's too powerful. If you cannot physically hold this bow back to your anchor, you should not be pulling it back. Then you drop your poundage. You find something a little bit lighter. As for the anchor, because a lot of you might not understand what that is. For me, I got the spot here where I knock my arrow above it. I do the split, the one finger above, two fingers below. Now this middle finger right here, when I pull this back, it goes right to the edge of my lip. And that's where it'll sit. That's my anchor. Once I hit that point, I know I can release at any point after that, because I've already visually locked my sight on where I want that arrow to hit. And with instinctive archers, they understand what I'm saying there. Once you lock your sight on something when you're shooting instinctive, there's something about the body, your brain, and the air that all connect, and you mentally send that arrow to where you want it. Just like you do a baseball or a football, or, the old Indian game, where they used to put the ball, it's almost like the rugby. Kind of like that. You put the ball on that stick and you sling it and you put it where you want to put it, dude, because that's what it all comes down to. It's all instinctive. Your brain has all kinds of different things that's going on up there. It surprises you what your body can do. Don't overthink things, because when you overthink, that's when you mess up. You let your body naturally get into the current of what it's supposed to be in. This is something our bodies have been doing through generations and generations and generations. We're built for it. That's all I can think of at the moment. I just got back from fishing, so actually my mind's in a little other places myself. So that'll be it for this one. If I think of anything else, I want to make some more videos. I do want to start helping people out. I've been shooting for a while. I know a lot of people's getting into it. It's becoming a big thing now. I was shooting archery before it was cool. It's always just been a pastime of mine besides hunting, which has always been just a way of life for me. Anyway, peace out. Have a great day. Weather's warming up. Hope you all have a good one.